Hello everybody, K&K Gaming here, bringing you a special treat from the National Museum of Naval Aviation here in Pensacola, Florida on the naval base. Just thought I'd do a quick walkthrough of all the planes and exhibits here at the museum. Many of them are very relevant in the game of War Thunder right now, and I think many people would love to see some of these planes, what they actually look like in real life. Just starting out here, as you just saw, a couple naval planes. This one looks to be like the Panther, the F-9F Panther, hanging from the ceiling. Pretty nice looking airplane from many different angles. Sorry about the camera being kind of shaky, but as I said, I'm just doing a walkthrough here really quick. This is not in a plane, not in the game, but it's a bomber sort of like the PBY, which you'll see in a minute, but is a much bigger version and is actually one of a kind. Looks like another variant of a Panther. This is a Shooting Star, it looks to be a version of it. Very nice looking plane, very shiny. I love that finish on airplane. And off in the distance here you can also see ME-262. One of the first jets. I tried to zoom in as much as I could to try to capture some of this for you guys. This right here is a MiG-15, as you can see, and then below it are some of the more modern naval jets. The front of that plane looks awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is a later version of a Sabre. And off in the background you can just see some other planes. A Corsair right there. This right here, fellas, is a Naval Sabre. Yeah, that's right, a Naval Sabre. Very nice looking plane. In a little bit I believe I do go down and get a better shot from the front so you can see that sexy looking nose on there, but quite a good looking plane. To the right over there, I don't know if you see it in that little glimpse that you had. There it is right there. That was the first naval plane to cross from America to Europe. And it is actually on loan to this museum from the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Then over here to your right, you can see just a couple biplanes that they used to depict a little battle that would go over the skies in World War I. This is just a little unique, funny looking helicopter that I saw. Thought you might enjoy seeing that. And over there you can see a Chinook. Just a little overview of the whole hangar that was on this side. This was a little hangar bay where it showed how they'd actually work on the planes, on the aircraft carriers, and how they'd maintain them below deck. Thought it was a pretty cool depiction. Even has a really lifelike looking guy there working on the engine. Plenty of stuff. I tried to get a little up close thing here so you can see some information about this Hellcat. There's a Dauntless, a naval torpedo bomber and dive bomber. That right there is a Bearcat. That is the one with the 420s, the one that we all know and love so much in our game that we play. Another naval bomber, an SPD. One with actually the capability of landing on water. Pretty cool, pretty cool. That is a Tiger Cat, a plane that I would think should be in the game War Thunder right now from when it was produced, but is not yet in there. And then of course right there beside it's the Bearcat again. That is a Corsair with its wings folded up as it would be on the deck or down below an aircraft carrier. And this is a scout plane used by the Navy. And I'm not exactly sure what plane that is, but it is a pretty unique looking plane. That is a Japanese Shirinkai. They have that one in there. It's a very nice looking airplane. And then as you can see, more of the Corsair above will give you a little cockpit view. Another Hellcat. not in an exhibit, just out on the floor for everybody to see. And this museum is actually completely hands-on. You were allowed to touch the airplanes. You were allowed to take pictures on them, do whatever you want to do. Completely hands-on exhibit they have here at this museum, which I think is very, very unique. That is a PBY, one of the Tier 1 planes in War Thunder. And another Dauntless. This I thought was very cool. It's actually a hollowed out version of the PBY. It shows you how the crew would operate on the inside and how all the mechanical parts on the inside work. And this is an up close of the Messerschmitt 262 jet fighter. I did not expect this to be here, and this is a very cool addition to their museum. It is awesome looking, very awesome. And look at those big tires that are on it. My goodness, shouldn't have any problem landing this airplane. Another little helicopter. My stupid little brother keeps getting in the way of the videos, but it's okay. He's not hurting anything. I'll edit out the audio. Closer shot of the Sabre. Oh, excuse me, not Sabre, the Shooting Star. This is a later variant of what looks to be a Panther of some kind. Actually, the newer versions of them are called Cougars. So, gosh, I love the way that looks. That shiny finish on these planes. And then another front look from the Shirinkai, the Japanese plane. And their little exhibit of the Japanese pilot they had in there. Called by the Americans, it was called the George. So that's why that name is on there like that. The Americans always gave nicknames to the different Japanese airplanes. And there again, my brother is getting in the way of the video. Another naval bomber. Another Cougar of some kind. And again, a lot of these planes are not yet in War Thunder. Many people aren't that familiar with them with this game. But yeah, a lot of these are the more modern naval fighters that they had. Everybody knows and loves this plane, the P-40. This is actually one of the Pacific versions of it, ones that were possibly used in the Navy. That very, very sexy grill with the teeth coming out. The P-40B Tomahawk. Right here's a below version of the MiG-15. It's actually a lot smaller than most people would think it is. This is a very small jet. Very, very small jet. Excuse me while I duck under some of these wings, but very small jet. But those are some massive guns right on the bottom of it, right there on the belly. Very massive. There's just some more of these more modern ones that are not yet in War Thunder, but could very possibly be there. Now here's the bottom view of the Sabre. Very, very nice. Swept-back wings. Looks great. This is more of a ground view of those World War I biplanes and the plane that I told you about earlier. This place is just so awesome. All the different little things they have hanging all over the place. And this is the front view of that Sabre. Look at it. Once again, I'm back over here at this one because I just can't get over how good this plane looks. I don't know why. I just really, really like it. Love the way it shines. The TV-2 Shooting Star. That's a little bit different variant of what's on War Thunder right now, but it's still a Shooting Star. So this is actually really cool. This is actually one of the helicopters that transports the President of the United States. This is a little more modern hangar that they have here at the naval base. So it's some more of the relevant, new helicopters, and this is actually one of the Blue Angels. The show planes, the Blue Angels, actually operate from this air base, and they actually go across the country, putting on air shows and entertaining people from small children to very old adults and veterans. I'm going to quit talking right here and let you actually enjoy this last little bit of the video. This is actually, we got lucky and landed on the same time as they were actually doing a test flight with some of the modern Hornets that the Navy flies today, and it's pretty cool. 3 of the jets actually take off in succession, so I'm going to quit talking and let you enjoy the audio.
So look, we're very time sensitive, so here, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You ready? Here's my question. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Everybody got your hand ready? We can go look at these old airplanes that aren't going to go anywhere, and I can tell you stories about it. Or we can watch the fleet here doing something active duty. So what are we going to do? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I see some are covering them up. Yeah, I think the majority says we're going to stay right here and watch it. Well, you see the tower. You see the tower at 1 o'clock way across the field above the tree level. That's who's giving them the commands right now. They're cleared to take. They're on the active runway. It's called position and hold. Oh man, if all three of them take off at the same time, this is going to be great. It's going to get noisy here. Yeah, they probably will. Now, here's what I want you to do. I just thought about this. Once you see the lead plane, whichever one's going to go, I want you to count the number of seconds. From the time you see the nose dip, which means they're adding power, the nose of the aircraft is going to dig in, it's going to go, until the time they clear the ground. Now, if somebody wants to come up, I didn't say, don't start counting the seconds. If somebody wants to come up and get in the door wheel to get a better picture, you can certainly do that. Number of seconds this guy takes. Anybody counting the second one? All right, count the third one. We'll get an average. Go, we started. There they go. And you see the water vapor on the trail of the second number 2. And it does not have its active number. It sure sounds like it. I hope everybody can see this.
Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to K&K Gaming and have a wonderful day.